We begin covering Colorado first tonight in Colorado Springs, where more than 100 people were taken into custody early this morning during a Drug Enforcement Administration operation. Over 300 federal agents and local officers took part in what the DEA described as busting up an underground nightclub, where they found dozens of people they say are in the country illegally, as well as active duty military personnel. Your reporter Sarah Horbakowitz went to the Springs today and spoke with people who were inside as agents in tactical gear smashed their way into the party.
Walls and windows are boarded up at the event center after last night's raid. Now family members and friends are still here trying to account for anyone who may have been here last night. Officials appearing to break windows and use a type of gas during Saturday night's operation into a Colorado Springs event center. The DEA sharing in a press conference Sunday morning what they were looking for as part of a months-long investigation.
What we have found is, number one, they're operating illegally, right? There's no business license, there's no liquor license. But in addition, we're always finding drug trafficking in these clubs. We're seeing acts of violence inside the club, outside the club, and prostitution as well.
Marvin Melgar says he was one of hundreds of people there when the DEA, ICE, and other federal and local law enforcement agencies arrived.
It was actually pretty scary. They were a bit too rough on everybody. Because I had my hands behind my back and my shoulders were hurting so bad.
Melgar says he was detained for hours as he says officials separated attendees that had identification or not and processed them. He says he was later released. Sunday night, the DEA sharing on social media that, quote, only those here illegally or those with warrants were taken into custody. Most partygoers were eventually released. But Tracy Rodriguez says her nieces and nephews are citizens and were also taken into custody.
We deserve respect.
Rodriguez also telling us her nephew is now in the hospital after tactics used during the operation complicated past medical issues.
I'm devastated. We can't do nothing. We can't do nothing. We don't know what to do.
Dozens of cars are still in the parking lot after last night. And now the Colorado Springs People Coalition is organizing a protest next week, asking for a town hall to break down what happened last night. Reporting in Colorado Springs, Sarah Horbakowitz covering Colorado First.
Now, we have asked ICE and the DEA how many people are still in custody, and ICE tells us the arrests are still being processed and status is determined. We also received a statement from Fort Carson regarding the military members who were there. You can find that and other reaction from local leaders on CBSColorado.com. Now, this is not the first operation targeting immigrants in our state this year. Back in February, the DEA took people into custody in a multi-location operation at various apartment complexes in both Aurora and Denver. There was also an operation at a makeshift nightclub north of Denver in January.